Hey everyone, it's Aisha Dang. Poos. How's it going? How is everyone? It's been a long time. I think the last video I uploaded was July. And I wasn't going to come back until the release of the wedding video actually, but I figured that I owed y'all an explanation of where the fuck I went. So that is this. Yeah, like I said, the last video that I posted was my solo batch. And that was kind of where it all began, because if you saw the video, you know that it was like very introspective for me, but I didn't realize how it would change my life or kind of actually mess me up in the brain. If you're interested, you can watch the video. I'm not gonna explain it here, but I came back feeling so fantastic, rejuvenated, confident. I was feeling good. Like literally I had a TikTok go viral, and I think I looked good, I felt good, it was a productive day, the lighting was great, it was just kind of like it all worked out. And I really felt like that. I felt fantastic for probably the first week that I came back. And then 3 days after that video, I woke up with anxiety, and I stayed anxious the entire day, and I stayed anxious for like 2 months. And the anxiety that I experienced, I talked about when I was in debt, right? I would wake up in anxiety, knowing that like I couldn't afford to pay this bill, knowing that I had to choose between rent and student loan debt. That was the kind of anxiety that I was feeling, and it was like in my heart, right? Like it was a thing where it would literally wake me up in the middle of the night, and then I wouldn't be able to go back to sleep. And somewhere, during the day, it would start to relax. But this anxiety that I was feeling lasted literally throughout the entire day. I can't explain it in any other way, but like your heart is racing the entire time. And I literally almost took myself to the hospital because I was thinking to myself, this cannot be normal. My heart rate is racing. But it actually wasn't. Like I kept on checking my heart rate and it was normal, but it felt like that within my body. And I didn't really know what was going on, because at that time, now it's different because I haven't been working for 3 months, but at that time I wasn't worried about money. The only thing that could have been the cause of that would be the wedding, if anything, because obviously it's a stressful thing. But I didn't have an explanation. I worked out to try to get my anxiousness out. It didn't work. I cleaned the house to try to get the anxiousness out. It didn't work. I tried to literally check off everything on my to-do list every single day to figure out how to stop being anxious, and it didn't work. So finally, I went to therapy. For me, I wanted to see a therapist just to kind of like talk it out, like what is going on in my life. But once anyone hears like, oh, you're about to get married, that's probably why you're anxious. That was kind of where the focus was. Oh, your parents are divorced and you're about to get married, that's why you're anxious. And I kind of knew that that wasn't the case. Like for me, I was never really anxious about getting married because I was always gonna spend my life with Brian, whether we were married or not. So that wasn't an issue. My parents are divorced, but I think I handled it pretty well, and I have been handling it. Like I'm not afraid of commitment. I'm not afraid of marriage. For me, those things just weren't a big deal, and she kept on focusing on it. And I'm like, this isn't the problem. Please listen to me. It is not that I'm getting married. It is not that my parents are divorced. This is not the problem. So after that, I was like, I need to figure this shit on my own. And I think what it was twofold. One, I have been putting out YouTube videos consistently for 8 years. And on top of planning for a wedding, and on top of spending a week by myself trying to just like relearn about who I am during my solo bachelorette, I think I needed a break, because I very much pride myself on being very truthful and authentic with you all on my YouTube channel. And to do that for 8 years straight is exhausting. And I think it finally caught up with me. And I didn't expect for my break to take 3 months. I really didn't. I thought, maybe let me take a month off and come back. But honestly, the past 3 months that I haven't been posting have been incredibly calming for me. The joy of just recording myself and editing, especially in my shitty desk area, was just like not it. But it just made me think a lot. Especially because I wasn't shooting YouTube videos, I could focus more on Master Plan, which is my small business, my planner company. And it also made me realize that maybe I'm not meant to be a business owner, So I've just been thinking of a lot of changes. I'm in a transition phase right now, and I don't know where exactly I'm meant to go at this point. I am going to come back to YouTube. I'm hoping, I've already filmed a couple videos. A lot of the next couple are going to be wedding based, and then we're going to get back into the normal routine of the Asia Dang channel. But I don't know what my transition phase means for this channel. I don't know what my transition phase means for Master Plan. I mean, I know that you all love the planners. We sell out all the time. The 2023 dated planners are out and everyone loves those. The wedding planner in Notion, the template, is one of our new best sellers. So I don't want to get rid of these planners, but maybe again, I'm just not meant to be a business owner, because I really thought, remember when I used to sell merch, like Asia Dang merch, and even though all of it went to a good cause, I ended up just stop producing them because I didn't want to produce more waste for something that people would only wear maybe like a couple times every month and then just like donate it or something. But it's not as easy as that, because something like that is I can throw it on, post a picture about it, talk about it, and be good. I don't have to worry about it. But Master Plan, I wanted it to be its own entity, right? I wanted to be able to not be the face of it and just kind of let it live on its own as a brand, as a successful brand, a lifestyle brand, to try to help people, get out of debt or just be more financially stable with their goal setting and all this stuff by using my planners. And they have helped thousands of people, get out of debt or save hundreds of thousands of dollars for themselves, for them goals. And I love that, but I just I don't know if I'm meant to own this company. And I don't know what that means for Master Plan. If anything, I would hate to sell it on Amazon. I would really hate to do that. But that would just be the other side of it, where it doesn't necessarily have to be a brand. It can just be an entity that lives on a platform. So I'm definitely trying to give Master Plan a really hard go at it. I've hired way more help, just trying to kind of take the load off of my shoulders and see how it goes. But as you can tell in my mind, talking about it, it's just a lot of things that are up in the air. And even though nothing is really clear at this moment, not posting YouTube videos allowed me to kind of think about this kind of stuff. I don't actually know what I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to explain where I've been and where my thoughts have been. And I guess the moral of the story is my thoughts have been literally everywhere. There's just a lot of things that I've been thinking about, not only work related, but personally related, like buying a house, all that stuff. I feel like what Brian and I should have done there during the pandemic is leave LA and travel a little bit, or travel pandemic style, whatever that means, but just explore outside of where we were. I feel like that was a missed opportunity. And now, we've been wanting to buy a house, but the problem with that is we don't necessarily need to live anywhere. So is LA really the place we want to buy a house kind of thing? So it's just all of this stuff going on in my mind, and I don't know what my next steps are. And maybe the problem and maybe the reason why I couldn't find any clarity is because I didn't talk about it with you guys, which is kind of funny, but you all always seem to be, pretty honest with me about whatever I'm talking about. So maybe that's the solution, is maybe as these upcoming videos start being uploaded, I have a goal setting vision board video coming up for people who don't know what the fuck they want to do, which I'm sure is relatable to not just me. I can't be the only one that's going through that. But maybe if you kind of see what's going on in my head, you all can help me and with some advice. So that's just where I have been. That's where the doggies have been. Everyone is still happy and healthy. Married life is honestly exactly the same as normal dating life, because obviously we've been living together, we have pets together, like nothing significant has changed. And we will be talking about the wedding more in depth, because I know you guys have seen that. But yeah, that's just where my head is at. And I know I have gotten a lot of messages from a lot of you asking where I have been, if I'm coming back to YouTube. And I just want to say, I have dog hair on my nose, and I just want to say, thank you all for giving me the space. Thank you for allowing me this time. I'm in a transition phase. Probably this channel is in a transition phase. I'm not sure what lies ahead for me for the rest of the year or into 2023, but I feel like that's a pretty relatable feeling for a bunch of us, and I'm not embarrassed about it. I feel like this is the first time in my life where I'm actually a little concerned about my direction. Anyways, again, to say thank you so much for giving me my space. I hope you all understand, and I hope you have stuck around for whatever is coming up next on this channel. And just know I appreciate you all and any feedback or advice you have for me. And yeah, I guess that's it. I promise you, I'm going to be back. This isn't going to be like, oh, Asia's back and then she disappears again. No, I'm back. I just wanted to explain myself, tell you all what's been going on, and yeah, okay. I will see you next video, I promise. I'm not going anywhere, I promise, so bye.